Worked for the crystal merchant for a whole year. New ideas, more money. Learned a ton of Arabic there, especially the word makdub. Got enough money to go back to Andalusia, but instead, I joined a caravan. I met a random Englishman, and we both knew about omens. Traveled through the Sahara Desert. Traveled day after day after day. Got to learn about the Englishman, and I learned more about myself too. Talked and learned from a camel driver too, and eventually ended up in the oasis. Visiting the oasis, finding a girl not dressed in black. She was a woman of the desert, and her name was Fatima. Went outside the oasis, found two crows battling it out. Told the camel driver about this, and he told me to warn the chieftains. Then I resulted in warning them, and I got threatened from them. Crap! What was that thundering sound? Oh dear! Who is this horseman? He was testing my courage while we're talking, and it turns out it was the alchemist. Alchemist knows I know enough, but he teaches me if I stayed in the oasis, I would have failed. My own personal legend. Then we were off, far from Fatima. I am sure she's the love of my life. But then, after I learned more lessons, we both got captured by some tribesmen. The alchemist made a big deal with the tribesmen, one where I had to risk my own life again. I only had 3 days to prove myself as an alchemist. And day 1 passes. And day 2. On the 3rd day, I tried to become the wind, talk to the wind, then the sun, then the hand that wrote it all. I've successfully turned into the wind. The tribesmen were struck with fear. I almost destroyed their military camp. We then used a monk's kitchen, and the alchemist and I went our separate ways. Made it to the pyramids of Egypt, started digging with my bare hands. After digging throughout the whole night, I got assaulted by multiple men. Then the leader of the men told me that he had dreams of Andalusia, and then I realized. Finally back in Andalusia, started digging for my treasure, while talking to the cool wind, at the abandoned church where I started. Finally, found my treasure. Then I was reminded of Melchizedek. Then I realized I would have to give 1/10 of my treasure to the gypsy, and felt my lover's kiss in the wind. I'm coming, Fatima.